Hey there, and welcome back. Oh, have I got a story for you today. It's all about a hero on a top-secret mission that could change, well, everything. Let's jump right in.
So, let me ask you something. Have you ever imagined what it would be like to be a spy? You know, traveling to this far-off city, meeting all these super important people, and trying to uncover their secret plans? Because if you have, well, you're going to love this story.
All right, so let's meet our hero. His name is Akru. And Akru isn't just anybody. He's super brave, incredibly wise, and he happens to be a really good friend of the great Krishna. And guess what? Krishna just gave him a secret mission, one that could totally change the future for an entire royal family.
So where is Akru headed? He's traveling to this huge, incredible city called Hastinapuram. And that's our very first Sanskrit spotlight word. Let's try it out. Hastinapuram. Hastinapuram. Awesome. Now, this wasn't just any city. It was a famous royal capital, packed with amazing palaces and some of the most powerful people you could imagine.
And whoa, as soon as he gets there, it's like a who's who of important people. First, there's the blind king, Dhritarashtra, then the super wise old warrior, Bhishma, and a really good advisor named Vidura. He also sees his cousin, the sad Queen Kunti, and her 5 super strong sons, the Pandava brothers. But, there's trouble brewing. He also spots their jealous cousin, Duryodhana, and this really powerful warrior, Karna. You can just feel the drama in the air, can't you?
So, what's his actual mission? What's he supposed to do? Well, it's a 2-part job, really. Part 1, be a spy. Find out what the king is secretly planning. Part 2, check on the Pandava princes. He needs to see if they're okay, because their cousins are not very nice to them.
Now, after taking all that in, Akru has a really important meeting. It's with his cousin, Queen Kunti. And this one's going to be emotional.
You have to picture this. The second Queen Kunti sees her cousin Akru, this piece of her old home, right there in front of her, her eyes just fill with tears. She feels so alone, and she's terrified for her sons. The story tells us she felt like a gentle little deer surrounded by a whole pack of hungry wolves. So you can imagine how happy she was to finally see a friendly face. She feels so hopeless that she just starts praying out loud to her divine nephew. She cries out, "Oh, Krishna, Krishna, please, please protect me and my children." And his name, Krishna, is our next Sanskrit spotlight. It's a really important one. Let's say it. Krishna. Krishna. He's known as the one who protects everybody who needs help. And wow, does Queen Kunti need his help right now?
So, Akru does his best to comfort the poor queen. But then, he knows, it's time for part 2 of his mission. He has to go speak to the king, the troubled King Dhritarashtra, and give him some really, really important advice.
Okay, but before we find out what he says, we need to learn maybe the most important word in this whole story. It's dharma. Can you try that? Dharma. Dharma. It might sound like a small word, but it has a giant meaning. It's all about doing the right thing, always. It means being fair, being kind, and being good to everyone, no matter who they are. And that is the big idea Akru needs to get across to the king.
So Akru basically puts 2 paths in front of the king. He says, "Look, king, you've got a choice. Path number 1 is the path of dharma. Be fair to everybody. Treat all the princes the same. If you do that, your people will cheer for you, and you'll find true happiness." But then he points to the other path. Or you can choose the wrong way. Be unfair. And that path, well, it only leads to darkness. Wow, that's a pretty serious choice, right?
And then Akru gives him one more thing to think about, and it's pretty deep. He reminds the king that life, it's kind of a solo journey. Think about it. We're born alone. We enjoy the good times alone. We suffer through the bad times alone. And in the end, we pass away alone. So his point is, since you're really on this journey by yourself, the most important thing you can do is be a good person and follow that path of dharma.
So, the big question is, did it work? Did the king listen? Akru gave him this incredible, wise advice. But the king, his heart was just so troubled.
And what happens next is actually really sad.
The king listens to everything and he says, Akru, your words are like sweet nectar. They are absolutely wonderful. But then he says his love for his own sons, the ones who were causing all the trouble, is just too strong. He describes it like this: "It makes my heart unsteady, like lightning flashing inside a cloud." It's like he knows what's right, but his feelings are just too stormy, and he can't hold on to that good advice.
So in the end, the king just feels stuck. He knows the right thing to do, but he just can't make himself do it. He basically throws his hands up and says he feels like he can't control what's going to happen. He thinks that whatever comes next, well, it's not really up to him anymore. It's in the hands of the Supreme Lord, Krishna.
And with that, Akru knows he's done everything he possibly could. He comforted the queen, he gave the king the best advice possible, and he saw exactly what was going on in that city with his own 2 eyes. His secret mission in Hastinapura, it's complete.
So, mission accomplished. Akru now understood perfectly what was going on in the king's head. He travels all the way back home, and who's waiting for him? Krishna and his brother Balarama. It was time to deliver his full spy report.
And that is where we have to leave the story for today. Just think about it. Akru, the master spy, has gathered all the intel. He's delivered his message. He's told Krishna that the Pandavas are in real trouble and that the king just can't or won't help them. So that leaves us with one giant question to think about. What do you think Krishna is going to do now? We'll have to see. Thanks for exploring this amazing story with me.